Your enemies thought they had you. They believed you were an easy target, susceptible and unaware. They whispered behind your back with carefully crafted lies. They tried to trap you at work, in your neighborhood, even in your family. But your discernment caught their schemes before they ever got a grip. Some of these people hide in plain sight. Old coworkers who spread rumors, management teams who set you up for failure, neighbors who feigned kindness while undermining your peace. They assumed you'd never see it, but your internal compass never fails you. That inner voice you've learned to trust told you something didn't add up. When they tried to initiate drama, to push you into a reaction, your intuition was already steering you away from the storm. They thought you were unaware, but every attempt to trap you revealed their weakness. Even if their efforts seemed sophisticated, your energy was protected. Like a light shining so brightly, they found no foothold. Their illusions were shattered when they realized you didn't fall. You walked through their traps unscathed. You refused to be baited by gossip or manipulated by deception. The very fact they thought they could control the narrative shows their ignorance. They don't know your spirit. They don't know your strength. They don't know your light. Darkness fears the light, not because the light is strong, but because it exposes weakness. When you walk in your truth, it disarms them. You don't need to fight. Your presence is enough. Your enemies tried to build walls around you, built on lies and alliances. But your foundation is grounded in clarity and purpose. No amount of slander can shake the truth you carry. When they hid surveillance cameras, figuratively or literally, they underestimated your composure. You didn't crumble. You didn't cave in. You stood tall and refused to entertain their projections. They expected you to react. They expected you to crack. But you stayed silent. You watched their weaknesses unfold. And in that silence, they found their trap empty. That silence echoed their own insecurities back at them. It confused them, unsettled them, because they built their confidence on your response. Without it, they were powerless. These attacks were metaphysical, not physical. All the variants of gossip, betrayal, rumor, silent shaming, they only hurt if you internalize them. But you didn't. You refused to take the bait. They didn't understand why their efforts felt unsuccessful. They thought influence and networks meant power. But your conviction showed them their tactics were hollow. You know the unseen battlefield is where most of the war is waged. And you didn't step into their game. You stayed grounded, connected to a higher realm of peace. There might have been dramatic attempts to frame you, to bring you down legally, socially, emotionally, but you emerged unbroken. In fact, you gained authority from it. When liars tried to paint you as the villain, your honesty became your armor. Your integrity repelled every false narrative. They plotted, but their hands hit a wall you didn't even build. Like that story where religious authorities brought a woman trapped in scandal. It's always the one who sees clearly who holds the power. You're that one. You're the one who clears the fog. So let them continue to plot in vain. Your light exposes their plans. Their schemes turn to dust under your awareness, and you keep moving in purpose. Let them watch. Your enemies were never the target. You always were the solution. And now repeat this prayer with, Dear God, I honor the sacred gift of spiritual discernment, the inner compass that steers me through illusions, distractions, and deception. Thank you for awakening this divine insight within me, for guiding me away from falsehoods cloaked in charm, and for shielding my journey from subtle attacks disguised as kindness. I do not take this awareness for granted. Every warning, every intuitive nudge, every feeling that something is off, I thank you for it. May I always listen when wisdom whispers. I pray now for the continued sharpening of my inner vision. May I see clearly not only what is presented on the surface, but also what lies hidden beneath the smiles, words, and intentions of others. Unveil the masks of those who come with concealed motives, and help me walk each step with clarity, peace, and precision. May I never second-guess the signs. Let me trust the gentle discomfort that reveals more than appearances ever could. Protect me, please, from those who operate in silence, those who smile while planning detours for my life. Anyone plotting to derail my purpose, intervene. Cancel their efforts before they even begin. Block the ripple effects of conversations meant to create confusion or turn others against me. If they meet in secret to conspire, let their plans dissolve in chaos. Dismantle schemes set in shadows and restore peace to my path. Strengthen my confidence in the power of my awakening. When they try to provoke a reaction, when they push buttons they think still work, let me remain unmoved. Let their attempts fall flat. Teach me the strength of stillness, the might of silence, and the calm that comes from self-control. Help me rise above pettiness without ever dimming my light. Shield my energy from manipulation, whether through words, rumors, or orchestrated confusion. Let the fog of gossip lift before it reaches me. Guard me from being pulled into emotionally charged games designed to test or drain me. Keep me grounded in truth when the noise gets loud, and when others are ignorant to the games being played. Let their ignorance remain theirs, not mine. May my light shine so brightly that their darkness cannot stand it. Let my presence be a reminder of what cannot be shaken. May their plots become the very lessons that fortify my protection. May their deceit expose itself without me having to lift a finger. What was meant to harm me, turn it around as wisdom, strength, and clarity for the road ahead. I release all desire for revenge. I release any lingering craving for validation or acknowledgement from those who wronged me. My truth is enough. My peace is my power. I no longer need to be seen, heard, or understood by those unwilling to operate with integrity. I free myself from the need for closure. I choose to walk away without bitterness. Fill my spirit with grace, not fear. Let my energy reflect calm assurance even when I'm under scrutiny. Let compassion flow through me, but never at the expense of my boundaries. Teach me how to forgive without granting access. Show me how to love without losing myself. Let my no be as sacred as my yes. And for those who plot against me, may they find healing. May their need to control or sabotage melt away in the presence of their own transformation. I do not wish them harm. I wish them awakening. I wish them clarity. May their journey lead them back to truth, even if I never cross paths with them again. Grant me unwavering trust in the path ahead. I walk with purpose, I move with intention. I am covered, protected, and free. No scheme, no lie, no manipulation has the power to hold me anymore. I am not what they think. I am more than they imagined. My journey is guided by forces greater than envy, and no weapon formed against me will prosper. So today and every day forward, I walk in discernment. I walk in truth. I walk in peace. Amen.